What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Iccy Show. This is interview 633 interviews I've done. Gives a special guest from Rhode Island to Boston 617 a second to get on here and we'll start the Iccy Show. If you want to be a guest, I'm booked until April, so inbox me and I'll let you know the dates I have available. If it's your birthday, happy birthday. If it's your anniversary, happy anniversary. And my condolences to anyone who has lost anyone. Happy Sunday. It's Sunday. Make sure you put your states, the countries you're tuning in today. The next interview is on the 26th. And then if you're going to need an interview in New York, let me know. I'll be in there on Tuesday. Salute, salute, salute. Peace, peace. All my interviews are $50. We are not just local. We are internationally. Everywhere. Definitely, definitely. Did you get the tagging? Ready to put your country, states you're tuning in. We're just waiting for the artist to get on here. Shout out to his manager putting this interview together. Salute, salute. I'm just... If you guys need a car, come down to 115 Route 125 in Kingston, New Hampshire. Let me know. I got them from $5,000 to $60,000 car. I got you. Definitely come down. I just accepted it. Here we go. Hey, welcome, young James, to the Iccy Show. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How about you?
Good, good. This is interview 633 interviews I've done in 5.5 years. Welcome to the Iccy Show from Rhode Island to Boston 617. Peace and love and respect. Thank you for coming on here. How you doing?
I'm doing great. How about you?
Good, good. So the people that don't know of you, what made you start to get into this industry?
Well, what made me start really was I went down, uh, I wasn't going down the right path at first, and I was like listening to a lot of music back then. I wasn't really big into it. I seen a lot of my friends doing it, and then I took a tragic passing of one of my best friends in high school, and I met his cousin, and his cousin got me into music, and it kind of took off from there.
Wait a minute. Is his cousin your manager?
No, no, it's not.
His you said his cousin passed away?
Yeah, it's my cousin Darian. It's his cousin that introduced me to rap and all that stuff like that. Got me into freestyling and everything like that.
Oh, okay. My deepest condolences. Have you ever thought of writing a song dedicated to him?
I have, but like back then, I I I thought about it, but now that it's been quite a few years that's passed, it'd be kind of difficult to because I'd have to think back and like it'd just be a difficult thing for me to do at that time.
I understand, definitely. Well, shout out to your manager putting this interview together, Mr. Ford.
Definitely. Shouts out to Mr. Root God.
Salute, definitely. So, how long has your manager been your manager for?
Um, he's been in my well, we've recently been connected through a friend of mine, and ever since then we've been talking off and on. I wouldn't say he's strictly a manager of mine. I'd say me and him more been like friends ever since we met. and we've been like talking to each other off and on. It's been cool, you know. It's been cool getting to know him. He's been getting to know me. Been working together on some new projects. I want to let everybody know that.
Okay,
Definitely,
okay.
we're definitely
When
working together on some stuff.
when's your next performance?
My next performance is I got it right here. I'm sorry I don't have the answers right away, but it's May. My next performance is going to be May 19th,
Okay.
and the address is going to be at 5 Calendar Street in Cambridge, Mass, the community center.
Oh,
And it's
okay.
going to be a benefit performance. It's all ages. It's going to be with food, stuff for the kids. So if people want to bring their kids to see us perform, they can. And
Well, artist performance, does it show you the list right there that's next to you?
not right now because the thing that my friend is putting together, we don't have the flyer put together yet. It's
Okay.
just what we're planning on doing, so I want to put that out there because it is going to be a thing that's happening in the future.
I'm gonna try to pull up since you'll be out here.
Definitely, it'll be nice to see you over there. I'm going to be performing some dope songs. I definitely got some lit ones in store for sure.
Okay, definitely. Is your manager coming up for that event?
He, of course he is. Of course he's going to be there. You know, if I'm going to be there, Root God's going to be there.
All right, I'm gonna definitely try to pull up. Just text me the date so I can lock it in ahead of time, and I'll try my best definitely to come out there.
Of course.
If you could do a collab with somebody, it could be local or in the industry, who would it be and why?
If I had to do one, I would have to say that's a good question. If I had to do one with anybody, I would have to say probably Big Yavo or Big X
Okay.
because they got a particular sound to them that attracts me to it. It takes me away from what I was doing originally, and it brings me towards a new sound because I don't really follow the new music that comes out. I'm more of a '90s head, more of like listen to all the old stuff. You know what I'm saying? So when I heard the first Big X song, the first Big Yabo song I've heard together with Old Boy, I've heard that, and that took me to a different place in my head. I'm like, oh man, I gotta try this. And I took that and ran with it, and so far it's brought me to like a whole nother level.
That's amazing, definitely. Who inspired you to start to do music when you were younger?
Who inspired me? I would say probably um I would want to say my cousin too. My cousin inspired me to do it.
Okay. Where do you see yourself in the next year in this industry?
I see myself. Um, I don't want to sit here and make false promises because I always keep it true to who I am and what I do. So in the next few years in the industry of where I might be somewhere where I am. I might be somewhere where I'm not now, but it's definitely going to be a next step higher than where I'm at.
Right.
That's for sure.
Definitely. Do you see a tour in the future with for you?
I definitely do. I definitely do for sure. There's a lot of work that needs to go into that for me because I've recently came back into rapping and everything because I had to take a small break away. I just
Yeah.
came back into it. So I definitely see a tour coming up, and it's definitely going to be. I definitely got some ideas for it for sure.
If you could pick 5 states or countries to do in your tour, where would it be?
All right, 5 states. First of all, I see my brother watching. I want to give a shout out to my brother, Keith Kenyon, because he's in the comments down there. I would do a show in Owensville, Kentucky, so him and his girl can come watch. I would do
Okay.
a show in Providence, Rhode Island. I would do a show in Miami, Florida, and probably like it's hard to think because there are so many different places, so many big places of where you could. Las Vegas would be one of them. There's just so many places that come to my mind that I wouldn't be able to list seven, but if I could make any top ones, it'd just be for my family and my friends, and I'd be like, look, I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna bring you here with me.
Mm. Do you
But
use the same producer?
I produce a lot of my own things. Me and Root God's been working on a lot of our own things.
Amazing work. You've been sending me a lot of fire in my inbox, and You're doing
I
some
know.
good stuff there.
I know. That's what I'm saying. You seen the big Yabo and the big X thing that I was going with.
When are you going
I
to
definitely
start
wanted to.
music videos for them?
You said what?
When will you start to do music videos for those songs that you sent to me?
There's a lot of people that keep talking to me about music videos out here, but I know I want to work with Rhode, and I want to work with some of his people out in Massachusetts area for a music video. Because there's not like I don't want to talk down on the music video like people doing music videos out here, but it's kind of difficult. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people want money and then you don't get it on time, and then like things happen to it and you don't ever really see it. So it's like in the moment I do want a music video, but I got one song, and you have heard it before. I do want to say that you have heard it before. I got one track that I am working on the most that I do plan on putting money together for a music video.
Okay,
It's going to be
okay.
a
Do you know how
420. It's going to be. You said what?
what go ahead, I'm sorry, I apologize.
It said it's going to definitely be a 420 friendly music video.
Okay. Definitely. I'll have to when you're gonna do that one? Soon to come, you say?
I'm definitely got to talk about putting it together, set up a venue. It's just in the ideas and the process of becoming a thing right now.
Well, definitely I would like to come to that depending where it is, you know.
Yeah, I definitely gotta talk to Root God more and help him have me set up a music video somewhere because he's the one that knows all the spots out there.
Definitely. And you mentioned Vegas. Have you ever heard of Heavy's Productions?
I have. I've done a couple events that he's hosted, and I'm not gonna lie, some of them were good. Some of them were really good, and some of them I went to, but the people I with we didn't stay for very long, so it's not really I got the full experience of the event. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when I went there, it was amazing. I met a lot of cool people. I've been like I wouldn't say working with heavy, but I've done like done small favors for them, like work at the door at events, help them do small things here and there, and perform at the same time. But it was the first performance I ever had was at Elite Lounge with them, and
Oh
it
yeah.
was amazing.
He has a show coming up in Vegas. You should talk to him and see what the ticket is on that.
I should, yeah, definitely a good idea. I definitely want to,
He's
but
about internationally, so
huh?
they're about to do internationally shows with him. So that's why I said if you want to do more shows, jump on it with him. He's putting a lot of shows together right now.
Yeah, he's got one coming up March 3rd that I'm definitely going to be performing at. It's
Yeah,
going to
I
be
got
in
the
Providence,
invite.
Rhode Island for anybody that's going to be there. I'm going to be there for sure.
Did you just perform this past weekend in Rhode Island for him?
No, I didn't. I missed out on that one.
Oh, okay, okay.
That was the one with the competition. I missed out on that one because I don't go for like I don't look at music as a competition. I look at it as therapeutic. Like it helps me put myself out there, express myself for who I want to be, what I do, not for what I want, what I dream of doing. You know what I'm saying? Just keep
Right.
it real in all my music and more or less just it's a whole entire vibe.
Definitely, definitely. What is the best advice you've been given during your career so far?
The best advice I've been given is so far look out for the people that show bad business. Those are the people that you want to definitely stay away from. Like for anybody that's coming up, like that's doing shows, if you know anybody that's doing bad business and you're performing for them, it just don't feel right. It don't seem right. If you see if they're putting down other artists, like it's not for you.
Right. Definitely.
You gotta go with someone that's like for you with a positive thing is to help you grow, not to benefit in any type of way.
Is music a relaxer for you? Yeah,
It definitely is. It helped me get through a lot of stuff.
definitely.
It's definitely helped me get through a lot of things.
Where do you go to record your music?
I want to give that's a good one. I want to give a shout out to E-Man Studios in Providence, Rhode Island. Shout out to E-Man. Shout out to Pharaoh in Pawtucket, Rhode Island. And shout out to Alex in North Providence. I go to three different studios, but the main one that I go to most of the time is E-Man.
Okay, okay. Salute to all of them, definitely. Is there anything holding you back right now in your career?
Right now, there's like, I've been going through a financial thing. So there's been a couple things that's been holding me back. But at the same time, I've got the drive to just keep going every day with it. Like
Definitely.
anything else, there's nothing that holds me back from chasing after what I want.
Right. You're always going to invest in yourself. That's something you definitely do in this industry. Um, it takes a long time. It doesn't happen overnight. Uh, but don't get discouraged that you're not going to stop. You're not going to continue doing music. You know, that's one thing you should never stop. If that's your passion and that's your life and that's your soul, don't stop. Keep on going. That's just like the devil trying to stop you from you not succeeding the passion of your something you want to have, you know? So
Yeah.
never stop. Even
I,
money, like, you know, you could still write. Even though if it's a financial thing, as an artist, you could still write. There's no reason you can't
I
make money.
always I'm always writing every single day, whether it's up here or on paper, whether I'm walking around, I'm writing up here. No matter how weird that sounds, I could be walking, I could hear something in my head because I produce a lot of my own beats now. So I'm hearing like beats going off in my head. I'm getting constant ideas of what I could do next. That could be like you heard some of my stuff that I sent you. It's like a upgrade more. Each one is like a upgrade more. The next one I send you is because I'm trying to work on my cadence. I'm trying to show how to put myself out there, and it's me. It's not. I'm not trying to sound like something that's not true to me because if it's not true to me, the cadence won't be right.
Facts, big facts. Um, what I recommend doing, this is coming from a manager's point of view. What I would suggest is coming out with a mixtape, right? And pick 20 artists from all around the world. Be international with it. That's what I did with my old producer when I was managing him, but it wasn't 20 songs. It was, I think we had 12 different artists. We were internationally on it. It was dope. It was great. Everybody did their part. That's what I would recommend you as a producer coming up with the 20 song mixtape, all different artists. You are in charge of it, but it has to be a beat. So if it's not your beat, it can't be on that mixtape. So come out with a package deal, two beats for $200, two beats for 250, something to give them a variety. Go with two because it gives them a variety to write for one, and then
Yeah,
it's also going to get credit back to you as the producer because you're going to put your own sound so they can't steal the beat and make a website. Do the website by doing all your beats on there, strictly only for your beats, right? And
yeah,
only for 30 seconds. Don't go more than 30 seconds because they can't steal it after 30 seconds. But also make sure you have your signature at the end of that. So if they try to steal it, they can't use it because it's gonna have your signature as a producer. Do you understand when I say your signature as a
yeah,
producer?
yeah.
Okay. Some producers don't understand that when I say that, so that's why I like to clarify to make sure.
I mean, I somewhat know what you mean, but not like entirely. That's like a tag, right?
Yes, a tag of you. So, like of your music, that's what you strictly use right after, so they can't steal it.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I know what you mean now.
Yeah, you got to do that because there's a lot of people. That's how they steal the music online. If they don't have the tag,
Yeah.
so that's how they get it. You know, if even
Yeah,
if
to
it's
be
a
honest with you, like that's why sometimes I don't even write. Like a lot of the stuff that I have, I don't even write it. I don't write like any of the things I have most of the time. It just comes. It's weird because it comes in motivation sometimes. Like it comes with the energy that I'll be feeling, what type of mood I'm in, how much I smoked that day. You know, it's just
definitely.
it all depends on like it all fluctuates like because there will be some songs where I got so much energy that I can feel like I can run like 3 or 4 tracks, and I'll be all right.
Yeah.
And I'll just hit them back to back, and I'll knock a whole album out in a day, and be like, let's get it.
Now, I commend you because you multitasking in the industry, especially coming back. You're being a producer and an artist. There's nothing wrong with that. I always tell people, always, do different avenues in this industry because, if one doesn't work out, another one will. It will just open another door and you'll just keep on going like domino effect.
Mm, for sure, for sure. I'm definitely started to work on something new as well. I want to perfect it. There's an app called CapCut that I've been using recently, and I've been starting to put together my own music video on that. And it's to a beat that I bought recently off BeatStars, and I'm working on that. And you all will definitely hear it very soon. Once the music video is done to it, I promise it'll be on YouTube. I'll send it to Jackie, send it to everybody. How
Yes.
it
Def-
goes.
Ryan, I have a question for you.
Yes.
I'm Freebance's manager. And I have a question. If you ever want to get him on one of your beats, let me know. We can make that happen to get a real artist's name on one of your projects. That's not a problem. I'll
Yo,
do that.
yo,
We
let's get
charge
it.
for you. If you want that, I'll make that happen. Send me a beat that you would want him to really kill it, and I'll send it to him, and then you can have that too. I don't.
Yeah, definitely. Let me know the sound that he looks for. That's all. Because I definitely, as a producer, I know I come from the East Coast. I know I'm from Rhode Island. I've always been based out of Rhode Island. So either down south, Rhode Island, either anywhere. But I mainly go as a producer. I've always found myself going with a West Coast sound, like a G Funk vibe.
Yes.
I've always been interested in that stuff. I've always found that like just it brings another person out of me, and I like bringing that other hat. I like bringing that potential out of someone else with a beat that they can truly feel. Because I tell people all the time that I produce for that come to my house and I work with. I say if you don't feel a beat that you hear, if you can't hear yourself on it and you don't truly feel it inside, it's not the one for you.
Right, right. That's so
You know what I'm saying? You gotta feel it, in your soul. You gotta know what wants to make you move.
yes, definitely. I always say that too, and especially when you listen to music, and if it can touch your soul, that's good music right there. Not
Yeah.
all, not all, because some can get you going and want to do something bad, but don't
No,
be all.
not that type of music. Of course not. Of course not that type of music. No, never that.
What is your favorite song to perform?
My favorite song to perform was so far would be that's a good one. I would want to say the Die Trying remix that I have. It's a Key Glock remix.
Yes, yes.
I performed it a couple times,
Where do you
and
think you
I
got the most support out of all the states?
the most support I've gotten out of so far. Um, I would say here, but mainly so far out of meeting Root God, it's been in somewhat more towards Cambridge as well.
My home city.
I'm gonna be out there. That's where I'm gonna start putting myself out there.
That's good. That's good. Definitely. I would suggest I'm gonna start doing shows in New Hampshire. I got the place locked the other day, so um, it's a dope place. It has pool tables. It has good food. The drinks are incredible. They're nice and strong, and they got an outside and an inside. They got a fireplace. The stage is amazing. So I'm gonna start doing shows this week out there, and then I'm gonna let you know when I have some dates open because I'm gonna do like country one night. I'm gonna do um R&B one time. So it's gonna be rock. a variety of different
You
things.
got a variety of different things going on, so you always have someone new showing up.
Yes,
Something for
yes.
everybody, right?
Yes, I did it. I did it for Taboo on Route 1 in Saugus when they were closing. I helped them
Mm.
get business by doing it. And then Sariano's and Lynn, I had it on lockdown 7 days a week. And I brought them business by doing it. It always works. So I'm gonna stick to the plan from the beginning. And when I do this club, because they need, more business, but it's a perfect spot. So you're gonna have to come out there
Yeah,
in New Hampshire and perform.
I definitely kept what you said in mind too. How you said my sound would sound good out in New Hampshire.
Yes,
Definitely got something for everybody. I definitely got something for everybody in New Hampshire. Don't worry about that.
I know,
And
I know.
it's gonna be a
Watch.
whole smooth, make you want to get up and move.
The drinks are really strong over there, so
Hey, I'm me personally. I'm not really a big drinker. You know what I'm saying? I just mainly smoke weed.
smoke weed's not. There's nothing wrong about smoking weed. You can buy it at the store. Nothing wrong like that. I
You
got
know,
mine over. That's why I'm like, yeah.
I'm doing all right.
Is there any shout outs you would like to bring up that we didn't bring up?
Um, so far I want to shout out my cousin Ray Rax. He's got a lot going on out here. I want to shout out Dan LaFaz Radio. He's on WRIU 90.3. He's got my interview coming up on that show as well. I'm and I'm probably gonna be with him Monday. So if you're there if you're on Monday, definitely make sure you give a listen Monday because I'm gonna be on as a co-host. And I want to give a shout out to my brother because he's gonna be coming back to Rhode Island pretty soon. Then he's gonna be working with me. He's gonna be working with me on all my music videos.
Okay.
To everyone that's been supporting me, that's been listening to me, that rocks out with my music, because I know I just recently came back. So everybody that's been rocking with me so far, I support all of you back as well.
Peace, definitely. Much blessings your way in this industry. I like to see everyone succeed if you're really passionate about it, and not just doing it, but if you feel it from your soul, then you're doing it from, your
Listen,
heart.
I tell people all the time, if I was born in a different generation, if I was raised from the 80s into the 90s, the style that I have, I would be already next level, like up there, because of how hard it is to be recognized now because of the way music went. It wasn't about, like, it went from being truthful in a way to being like, oh, I shot that, I got this, right, that, like, no, I ain't into that. Like, anybody that knows my style knows I'm a ganja guy for sure. I vibe out, and I'm definitely a trippy rapper like Juicy J. So let's go.
Definitely, definitely. That's dope. I like that. Peace, everybody. Put the air codes, countries, states. We got Africa in the building. Peace, definitely.
Let's go.
Uh, is there anything that we didn't bring up that you would like to bring up?
Um, there's so far not not really no. I mean, there's been a lot of things that I do want to let you know. Like, there's a lot of music that hopefully sometime soon I can get on the show with the beat that I make in the near future if we ever do a interview again, which will be soon probably.
Yes,
Uh, I got some definitely. I'll definitely be sending some stuff your way so everybody can give it a listen so they can hear what's coming from me. You know.
yes, definitely. And when I get off the phone with you, I'm gonna hit up my artist and ask him what type of beat does he go with, so I can let you know because you were asking me about that, and I got you.
Yeah, definitely let me know because I'll work on something tonight for him.
Okay, that would be dope because I think that would be a good look for you. Because he's in the industry. He got shops in Florida. If you're ever in Jacksonville, Florida, let me know. He got clothing stores. He got juice bars out there. He got
Mm.
everything out there. So I'll be out
What's
there
up? Nice.
March. I'm supposed to be going out there filming for the movie we're in. So that's another thing. That's why I said it would be good to get him on one of your beats because that could be in the soundtracks. We got 2 movies coming out that we're filming. We're filming right now for it.
Okay. Okay.
Mr. Ford, your
Uh,
manager's on right now.
what's up, Rube God? Let's go.
Respect.
Let's go. You know it. Shouts out to that guy right there for putting me onto this shit.
Definitely, definitely. Salute, definitely putting this interview together. It's really good. How many beats do you think you already have out there, approximately, that you made?
Beats that I've made so far, I want to say about 35.
What is your favorite beat that you made that, what kind of melody is it, or what kind of song does it remind you of?
It reminds me of, it was more or less R&B. It was a slow R&B beat that I
I
made a
know
long time ago.
my
And
favorite.
it was the track that I made, it was my very first one that I came out with, and it was called Why Would You Lie to Me? And it was about a long relationship that I was in, and then I found out that all the time and spent that I was invested in and everything, it just wasn't true feelings. So it was just really something that set me back and put me in my feelings for sure. So that was probably by far one of the greatest tracks I've had as one of my old ones goes so far, because I don't look at my new ones. I mainly go back to my old ones all the time
You
because
feel
the
that's
old ones,
your old ones?
yeah, because I put more. I definitely wasn't sounding like I do now in my older ones, but you can tell like I had the story. I have like everything was there that you could tell where I was feeling. I could put that feeling into someone else.
Right. That's dope. I like that.
Because there's a lot of people that some people out here in Rhode Island that can connect with my music. I got some people that know my words by like know my songs by word, and it's awesome. You know, I never seen that before in my life. I want to give a shout out to my boy Josh too. He's like the only one that knows some of my tracks word by word, and I never write these shits down. I don't
That's
know
amazing.
how he does it. He's got the mind of an elephant. I don't know how he does it.
Well, you touched his soul, that's why he can do it.
Uh huh. That's for sure.
Definitely. Do you think you'll come out with 100 beats by the summertime?
Due to the fact that I've had to buy a new phone recently, I've had to start over again from scratch.
Okay.
But I'll definitely have 100 by the summertime.
All right. Cool, cool. Definitely.
Cause you know I'm always chasing that moment. So I'm always busy working on music.
Definitely, definitely. And who gave you your name, Young James?
Well, first I want to show the hat. The hat here, it says King James right here. This was
Yes.
my name originally,
Okay.
and the I got that name originally from my cousin Darian, and he gave it to me through a biblical sense, because when we were going through different phases of where we wanted to be as rappers, if we were going to church and all that stuff at the time. So we didn't know if we wanted to be Christian rappers and stuff. And since my middle name was James, we went with the King James right here, as in the King James Bible. And I switched it to Young James recently because where I'm at, there's too many people that call themselves King, and
Yeah.
I don't really want to be put in that group. So I'm trying to go my own way, and I don't want to be put in with a crowd.
Yes. I understand that.
So that's why I've kind of changed it, because the King James thing was an original thing for me when I started, but I think the whole new Young James brand I'm going to be coming out with is as in a logo, trademarks, all this other stuff. I think it will be a better look for me because I don't want to be recognized as everyone that puts themselves in a group that has the word King in their name.
Definitely. Um, do you think you'll have a clothing line?
For sure, I've already started a few. I've already started a few. I already had a few sweatshirts, a few
Any
shirts
samples?
made up. Huh?
You have any samples back there that you can show us?
I sold them all actually.
Oh, okay. That's good. That's good. Congratulations on
Yeah,
that.
I was definitely. I will explain one that I will explain it. So you know how the OTF logo is like kind of like rip letters almost.
Yes.
So instead, I went with HVG on mine, and I put Young James across the back shoulders, and it was black, but it looked like the OTF lettering on it.
I like it. I like it. That's dope.
So I'm definitely looking forward to doing all that. But I'm definitely taking everything one step at a time. I don't want to overload myself with too much
Yeah.
because I don't want to try to overwork myself in one area and try to do one thing in another and then get lost in another thing while trying to do something else.
Right, definitely. I would definitely get the beats on that website, like I was just talking to you, or if you have YouTube, all you have to do is upload it 30 seconds. That's what my producer did. And make sure you put your tag so they can't steal it and they have to buy the beat and do specials every month, change it up depending on like at Christmas time, go cheaper so people will still buy your beats, but it won't break their pocket at the same time.
Yeah, I'm not trying to do that to no one because in the end, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to help everybody grow just as much as I'm trying to grow. So, what I'm doing right now is since I don't have the whole entire beat thing set up right now, I've been kind of working my way up to that, hustling in a good way, hustling off beats and everything like that. And I'm trying to work my way up to buy the right equipment and do everything I need to do. So I'm coming up like at the bottom, like as you would say, and trying to
Yeah.
slowly inch my way to where I need to be. So
Yep.
I don't want to break no one's pocket by at the moment selling beats for too much because I want to help people just as much as I'm getting help. So
Right.
I'm here for everybody else that's trying to grow just as much as I'm trying to grow because I want to see everybody make it too, whether they're with me or not.
Mhm. And there's hate in this industry. Just keep on going. Don't let it
Yeah,
stop you.
that don't mean I don't want to see you grow though. You just can't do it with me. That's what I tell them. I still want to see them grow though, but not with me.
Definitely. Let them know all your social medias. Let them know your manager's info so they can book you through your manager because you do have a manager.
Word. So my manager is Root God. His Tyrone Form is Tyrone Ford. His Instagram is Root God, and then he has. Fuck, I forgot the other one. Sorry, my bad. I spoke to Blunt earlier. I forgot the other one. And my other one I just recently came out with. It's Ryan Kenyon, my name, and I have my Facebook. It's Ryan Kenyon. I don't really have too many social medias because I just bought a new phone. To be honest with you. So I'm not. I'm just getting familiar with everybody's social medias. I don't want to say that I know everything, but I'm just getting everything back. But he said, and it's fruitful journey. That's what it was. I forgot. I didn't want to say something else. That's what it was. My
Oh,
bad, Rube God. He's probably gonna tell me about that later.
you want to bring it up? You can bring it up.
Uh, fruitful journey. It's cool. It's like it's all about growing his plants and everything. It's like more or less it's a green thumb type thing if you like interested in growing everything.
That's dope.
It's all about plants. It's like a plant based thing. And I'm interested in it. I've never really been one to grow stuff. I've never really been one to garden before, but it's something that I want to get into as well and I want to support. And I also want to do his Greater Grower Designs. He's got his own clothing line. I'm for sure you're going to be definitely getting a few hats off him, and it's what he's got going on for himself is just really, really good right now. It's really positive.
That's dope. I like that. I love garden. I do garden every year. I got tomatoes.
My grandpa does too. He's getting me into it slowly, you know.
It's easy.
I went from living in a city to moving down to a country, so.
Oh, you'll have plenty of time to do that then.
Mhm.
And, and give them all your social media.
Mine is Ryan Kenyon on Facebook. Then I have Ryan Kenyon on Instagram, and so far that's all I've got right now.
And he did make a new page, so people would get requests. He did make a new page. That is him.
Yes, it is. It is me because I've had it. I did have an old phone that was being posted on every week. I was going live. This was being promoted on, but unfortunately, something happened where the phone that I've had it broke. So I had to go out and buy a new one. That's why I'm on this page right here doing the live right now.
Okay, okay, and I'll tag your old page with it, so you don't have to worry about that. And I'll tag your manager's page too.
Okay, cool,
How do you
cool.
feel as an artist when you see the old school DJs to now with their new system they have? It's like this big. Do you like the old school way, the vinyl, or do you like that new system that they have?
I more or less go with the vinyl.
Me too. I love
It's
it.
more of a classic because you can scratch it and you can get the true feeling of it when you twist it backwards.
Definitely.
Like
Well,
rock
I
is
appreciate
definitely.
you, Young Sean, coming on the Iccy Show. Is there anything else you would like to bring up that we didn't bring up?
Oh, I'm definitely looking forward to May 19th. I definitely want to see more people out there. I'm looking forward to meeting everybody from the Cambridge, Mass area. I'm looking forward to meeting you as well. I'm
Definitely,
looking
definitely.
forward to working with new people, and um, I don't know really. This is kind of a whole new experience for me. I'm looking forward to taking it to the next spot where I need to be. I'm just trying to grow and do what's positive.
Definitely, definitely. What's the spot in Cambridge on May 10th?
It's in 5 Calendar Street.
Do you know the name of the bar or the place?
It's the Cambridge Mass Community Center.
Okay.
I just got this information too, so I had to write it down to be sure.
Yeah, definitely. You got to write things down. You don't want to screw up an address for a show.
No, I definitely don't.
Children from Boston. What's up to 11 Wall Street in the building? They're a big, big group in Boston. Well connected.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to going back out to Boston. I haven't been there in a minute, but I'm definitely looking forward to coming back out.
Definitely, definitely. And I'll send you the info once I talk to my artist, and then you can work on that. And shout out to Legal Mob Entertainment. And let's get it. 2024 is here. This is Young Sean. Interview 633 interviews I've done in 5.5 years. The Iccy Show 6 year anniversary
Let's
is
get it.
June 2nd. If you want to take part in it, inbox me. I'll let you know it's going to be a private location. You know how I do every year. I change it up, and I provide free lunch to everybody that comes out during those hours. And I usually give free shirts, certain things out. So make sure this year, last year I had Miss Junior from New Hampshire come out, and she, was there for a couple hours, talking to people stuff.
Shouts out to the Icy Show.
I salute young James. I appreciate you. I love the name. That's my son's middle name, so I love it. I gotta rock with
My
it.
middle name as well. That's why I'm rocking with it.
Hey, gotta go. I love it. It's you, definitely. All right, Mr. Ford, I appreciate you putting your artist on this Iccy Show. Much love, respect, family, and God bless. And anyone that wants to get on his beats, again, link with him. He's selling his beats. They're reasonable and they're yours. So definitely link with him.
For sure.
All right, I appreciate you, young Sean. Young Sean. God bless everyone. Much love and respect. Free the jails. If you want to be on the Icy Show,
Uh-huh.
inbox girl Jackie Brown with 2 C's, i.e. Brown, and I'm booking until May. Much love and respect. Thank you. I appreciate you.